Well, it's been a strange week. Um, I've encountered my first, I don't want to call it an injury, because to me an injury is something that, lasts for a little while. So hopefully this isn't an injury. Yes, I've got the foot thing, which we're hopefully dealing with. And, you can watch the videos about the foot thing. Hopefully we've got a handle on that. Tuesday night, I was out for my regular jog, and I did my warm-ups and everything just like I always do. And about 3/4 of a mile into it, I got actually two pops in my right calf. And it wasn't bad enough where I went down to the ground, but I probably thought about going down to the ground. The first one was pretty big, and the second one wasn't as big, but they were pretty painful. And so I thought to myself, all right, walk it out for a little bit, shake it out for a little bit, tried stretching it out for a little bit. And then I tried to take another, jogging stride type deal to see, if I walked it off or whatever. No, jogging, not a good idea. Power walking, no bueno. So, okay, we just walk it back to the truck. And walking it back to the truck, honestly, I was kind of mad at myself, even though I didn't do anything. I was a little bit bummed, all that kind of stuff, because, I've seen this kind of thing happen, as a coach, and even as an athlete. I remember seeing it happen to my teammates. They get hurt or injured, and right away, for some reason, you think, end of the world, season's over or whatever. And I started thinking that kind of stuff, like, oh man, this means I won't be able to do the race. And so, I had to have some conversations with myself. So I'm used to talking to myself though. So, hey, it's okay. But anyways, had to walk back to the truck. And so on my way home, it's kind of funny. I've got, Coach Lockram. I call her my coach. I've got John. I call him my advisor. I ended up talking to John on the phone, and I've told you it's important to have that support, and I've told you that I have support. Like I said, my wife's been awesome. My kids, my daughter-in-law Heather, you rock. But my kids have been super supportive. Andrew sends me texts and pictures and videos of him running. And I mean, just my kids have been awesome. But, John kind of was almost like talked me off the ledge. He probably doesn't even know that until he sees this, that he talked me off of the ledge. And, just like I said, I was kind of mad about the situation that night, and just, I guess, saying everything out loud was what I needed to say, and hearing somebody else say, well, yeah, wait till tomorrow before you decide to chop your leg off, or, whatever I was thinking. Because again, having that support group, so to speak, it is a big deal. It just by coincidence, I already had a doctor's appointment for, family practitioner scheduled the next day. And I mentioned it to her as well. And, there was no imaging or anything done, so obviously no one can tell exactly what it is, but she did, feel around and compare the two calves, and, said, I think it's either a strain or maybe a slight tear or whatever. So don't run for a few days, compression, ice, whatever. And so since Tuesday, right now it's Friday evening, I haven't ran. I just went and got on my bike, which I haven't ridden in a while. And I pedaled it around the yard a little bit, did not feel it at all. So tomorrow morning, I'm going to go out for a quick ride, just, 3 or 4 miles, and come back, watch the Gator game, so go Gators, and kind of digest let my leg digest, how things feel. And then as long as everything felt right, I'll go for a longer ride after the game. And again, see how things feel. Then I'll maybe hit the bike a couple times next week. And then as long as everything's feeling all right, I'll go ahead and I'll maybe try and go for a walk and introduce jogging back into it, just with the hopes of not going backwards, at least with my cardio, not going backwards, and we'll see how that goes. And I did, reach out to Coach Lockram. She agrees with it. John agrees with it. I agree with it. Hey, we're all kind of smart people, so I hope this is a good thing. And the reason I'm sharing this video is because, I've told you before that those of you, when you start, things are going to hurt, especially as you get older. If it's been a minute since you've done something, things are going to hurt. And we have to learn to listen to our body. I'm not 20 years old anymore. When I was 20 years old, this is something I probably could have pushed through because my body would have bounced back, but being that I'm pushing 50, I need to learn to listen to my body a little bit here. As you are going through the motions, we just all need to be a little bit wiser, I guess, which we're supposed to get with age, and learn to listen to our bodies and learn to listen to that support group. I was at the chiropractor the other day and we were talking about things, and she mentioned it takes a village, and she's right. Even with this kind of stuff, it takes a village. So, I don't often, share a whole lot of stuff with a whole lot of people, says the guy with a YouTube channel. But anyways, maybe that's what we all need to be more comfortable with, so things like this become easier. So anyways, that's my video for now. And like I said, I'll report back after I've done a couple of bike rides, and we'll see what happens. And I'm sure I'll take the camera along for at least one of those bike rides. And like I said, we'll see what happens. So thanks for walking or talking with Weaver.